This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look and see what natural gas is doing, what crude oil is doing, and then we're going to take a look at Bitcoin today, BTC. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, market, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily chart. Now we can see here how nice this breakout was, and she's still running. Okay, see this 8 SMA? We held here, we held here, held, and now she's going right on up here. Now again, this was the high, that 2.57. Now it looks like today we made a higher high at 2.617. Okay, so we're looking for that 2.62 area is what we're looking for. Okay, so we're looking right in here. Now, if this keeps right on moving up here, we have some really nice candles. Okay, so you're looking right here. This is what we're looking at 2.69 level here, and then we have just right above it at 2.71, and then what we're looking for is right there. That's at 2.80, and then we could come all the way to the top here at 2.88. See how that is right across? Very, very nice. Okay, so realistically, this is just like a big melt higher. Now, you got to be a little bit careful here because what we have is your RSI here is you're kind of like in nosebleed territory. And I'm not saying it can't stay up there because it can. All it is measuring the relative strength, but you're pretty much right up there. Same way with your MACD, you're getting up here pretty good. And then what we have is you have a lot of good green days going on here. So we got to just see how this all shakes out. So what we're going to do is if just say this comes off here, the key level that you want to watch here is going to be right here. It's going to be like 2.46. That's the key level. And then another key level here is this 8 SMA here at 2.36. Now there is support obviously in between here. You got 2.42 there. We have 2.38, and then we have that 2.36. But this 200 SMA here now is going to become very, very good support level here now that we closed above. Now, usually with this 200-day is same way with the 50-day and a weekly. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But usually that's pretty strong resistance. Now you can see where it popped up here and then closed right at above it. A little topping tail here yesterday, but right now we're right above here, so you've got a good parabolic move going on here. So what you don't want to do is just let it run until she burns out. What you're looking for here is a reversal kind of a candle situation or a double top scenario like we had right here. So you put in a high of that 3.39, and then we retested it with 3.37, and then she came right on down. So you're looking for a reversal candle or a typical candle like what we have here. But so far we don't have that. We just have a nice good green candle, and just looks like it just wants to go higher. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly. Okay, here we have a weekly chart. Okay, so let me just big that out a little bit here. Okay, so here's what you got. Okay, so this 50-day is going to be very, very key. And that's just right above that 2.46 level here. You're looking at 2.49. So you really want to hold that here. But look how many days we had with the 1, 2, 3. We have nice 4 weeks going up here. So what you want to know here, this level here is 2.617. This morning I pointed out here, the next level here is going to be 2.62. So you're pretty much right at that. Okay. So then what we can do is just follow those candles. There's that 2.69 level here, and then you can go all the way up to really this is the kind of candle we're looking for, is that 2.88. That is going to be very, very nice, good target. Again, you can run all the way up here very easy. You can get in the threes. Now it's going to be in the threes here as soon as we have that contract rollout. It's not going to be this Sunday, the following Sunday. Now again, crude is going to be this Sunday here. Okay, so but right now I say we went right up against this. If you look to the left of the chart, it's following it pretty good because we had that 2.58, and then yesterday's high we had 2.57. Today's high we had that so far at 2.617, and then we have 2.6 here too. So the candles are working here very, very good today. So if that busts above that 2.62, just look for the 2.69, 2.7 area. That is going to be your next target zone. Now your RSI, you got plenty of room to run here. You're still all the way up to that 70 mark, and this here just curled over. So once we get breaking out here, this could go higher and retest these levels very easily. But again, on the downside, just watch this 2.49 and that 2.46, that 200-day on your daily chart. That's going to be key support on a closing basis today. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly. Now you can see how nice this head and shoulders played right on out here, okay? So you had your head, your left shoulder, your right shoulder, came right on down, but we have this nice double bottom situation going here, okay? That is always very, very positive. Now, again, sometimes it takes a little time for that to develop here, to run up. Nothing's very instant, okay? So yesterday we held the top third of that candle. That's always very, very good, and then she made a nice higher high. So we ran all the way up to 79.85. This is your resistance you're looking at right across here at 79.86. And then the big boy here we're looking here is going to be that 80.10, which is your 200 simple moving average. And then right above it, we have that 80.35. Now you can see today what we have is an inside day, which all that means is your high and your low are within the high and low of the previous day's candle. So it's kind of this, a little bit kind of they don't know really what to do with this kind of a situation here today, like on a Friday. Now, remember, the OPEC meeting here is going to be on June 1st. So you want to pay attention to that, but they got some issues there about payouts and all this kind of stuff here. So it's going to be a virtual meeting. It's not going to be an in-person meeting. I don't think they're going to change anything or do anything different. So I don't know what kind of factor it's going to be. If they just hold these cuts steady is probably what they're looking to do. Okay, so what we were looking for here is you really need to call. Right now you're sitting at 79.02 real time. You need to hold this 78.99. That is your 8 SMA, and then right below that here we have that 78.63. And then we come down here, we have this 21-day here at 78.54. Those are going to be your really key levels there of support here on a closing basis situation. Again, if that's lost, we just look to yesterday's low. That's at 78.20. That's going to be very key. Then we can just follow the candles down. But right now, we just have a real tight range going on here. On the upside, you want to watch today's high, that's 79.39. Then we can look at yesterday's high, 79.85. And then realistically, what you're looking for is that 80.10, that 200-day. But this is just a really good trading range here. I just read a post there in the chat room there, and they said the exact same thing. This is just a crude oil trader's dream, because you're just going up and down, up and down, up and down. And me, as I say, I'm scalping the UCO, so this is really, really a good trading day for me. Okay, actually, all of this has really been okay. So what we had here is when we had this bottoming candle, it rallied up here, and then we had this candle the previous day, but you notice that it couldn't get through that 200-day. That's very, very key. Then we just had some sideways action. We sold down and made a lower low than what that is, okay? However, that's actually pretty bullish for the simple reason is when we look at this RSI, see we have a low here, okay, right there. Come down there, we had a low, okay? We made a lower low, but we made a higher low. See this positive divergence here on your RSI. That's always good. Now your MACD is looking good. If green can get above that red, that would be very, very bullish here, but right now we're just kind of pinching it there together. So what we want to definitely watch here is just this 8 SMA here and that 100-day on the downside. On the upside, watch today's high, yesterday's high. If we can rally up above that, then we have that 200-day sitting right there at 80.10. Now remember, the rig count will be out today here at 1 p.m. Okay, let's take a look here at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin. People love the old Bitcoin. Now, since it's pretty much becoming a legal thing, and they issued all the ETFs and everything, this was when they issued all the ETFs. It came right on down. But that actually was a nice buying opportunity here. And then once she broke out, she went very, very high, very, very nice. Now, what we have here, though, is see we have a high of that 74,415, and then we have a lower high, and then now we're coming down to this level here. So we got to see what we're going to be doing here. See, we had that lower high, that's the top of that candle. Now it looks like here what we're doing is we're just reversing this pattern. So what you really want to do on Bitcoin here, let's look at the downside here first. Let me just bigger up a little bit here. Okay. This is what you're looking for on the downside. You really want to hold that price channel. You're sitting at 67,340. Then right below that, your big level here is going to be 66,141. Okay, so again, if that's lost, you look to today's low, 63,335, and you look to yesterday's low at, what is it? No, yesterday, yeah, let me see. Today's low here was 65,345. Sorry about that. And then today's low here, we had 64,890. And then right below that, you will have this 8 SMA here at 63,806. And then we have your 21-day right below that here at 63,410. So you got a lot of really good support going on. Now, on the upside, what you want to do is if it can close above that price channel, That's 67,340. These blue lines here, these are just price channels, and all they really measure is just like, see where you had the bottom of that candle, and that's all that measures. When you have this candle, it just comes right on over. Same way when we have here, it just measures that candle, which is very nice. Now, you can use Bollinger Bands, you can use clouds, but I just found out these are just way more accurate because all it is just the tops and bottoms of candles, okay? Very, very simple. Okay, so if we can close above this key 67,340, then what we want to do is we want to look at the next channel is what we're looking for. So you look to the top of that candle, you're looking at 71,805. Now, I know these are big numbers, and they say, oh, that's a big jump, but this is Bitcoin here. This can do, what, I don't know, 50, 20,000 in a day kind of a situation. So you're looking at 71,805. And then what we'll look at next is going to be right there, 72,44. 455, and then we'll come right to the top of that. This candle, what do we have here? Yeah, that's 72,455. Sorry about that. And then we have a 73,380. That's going to be the top of that, and then you can work your way all the way up to 74,415. But this is here. If this can close above that 6730, this is what you're really looking at there as your big target. Now, there are smaller targets here. Okay, you got 70,560. Okay, then we have 71,770, and then you have 71,805. That's going to be your target. So you just bring that price channel right across, bring this price channel right across, and then obviously bring that. There's your breakout at 74.15. But let's just see if it can close above that key 67.34, 340. If it can, we can go higher. If not, then we're going to be looking right here at that 50-day at 66,141, and then we can come all the way down. But right now, this is actually looking really good. And if you can look at this here, a pattern within a pattern, okay? So what you really have here now is we have like a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and then this could break out. So if you reverse that over, you can hit that 74.15 very, very easily here, okay? So this is looking pretty bullish as long as we can close above that key 67,340. Now, when you look at your MACD, hell, I was looking at green is over your red, but you've got plenty of room to run. RSI, plenty of room to run. Now, when you look at a weekly chart here, your key support level is going to be right there, that 65 on 931. That's going to be very, very key. That's that 8 simple moving average. But now when you look at this, that price now is back above, which usually is a positive sign for this to go higher, just like we had here. Okay, you had a bottoming candle, and then once we got above, then she rallied up here pretty nice here. So actually, this is looking very, very bullish. The key is just watch that 67,340, a close above, and I think she rocks higher. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little natty gas, a little crude, a little Bitcoin. I'll be back here later today after the pit close, and we'll go a little bit more in depth on crude oil, and we'll see what natural gas is doing. Okay, thanks for watching.